Are you feeling overwhelmed by the obstacles in your life? Like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get ahead? Perhaps it's that constant pressure of keeping up at work, or the nagging feeling that you're not quite where you thought you'd be by now. The days feel long, and the challenges sometimes feel insurmountable. But what if I told you that there's a different way to approach all of this? A way that people much older than us, people who've lived through more of the ups and downs than we can imagine, have shared with us. What if the wisdom from those who've been there could be the key to unlocking the life you've always wanted? It's time to dive into lessons that, once you learn them, will change everything. This is not just another self-help piece. This is real, grounded, actionable advice that comes from decades of experience. It's advice that has stood the test of time, passed down through generations of people who face struggles just like you and have come out stronger for it. In this guide, we'll uncover the lessons that older generations have learned from their own experiences and how you can apply them today. You'll gain practical tools, shift your mindset, and feel empowered to take on any challenge that comes your way. These lessons aren't just theoretical, they're tried and true, and they're waiting for you to use them. Before we get into the specifics, I want you to take a moment and think about the biggest challenge you're facing right now. Maybe it's feeling stuck in your career, dealing with personal relationships, or perhaps just battling your own fears and doubts. Whatever it is, hold that in your mind. This script is designed to help you navigate that challenge and emerge victorious. In the sections that follow, we will explore real, practical steps you can take to shift your mindset, overcome obstacles, and achieve lasting change. By the end of this guide, you will have a clearer path forward and a renewed sense of hope and purpose. So let's dive in. Life is full of obstacles, and for most of us, the weight of them can feel unbearable at times. We all face setbacks, whether they come in the form of professional disappointments, relationship struggles, or internal battles with self-doubt. But let me be clear, you are not alone in this. It's easy to feel like the world is against you when you're constantly running into roadblocks. But I assure you, the path you're on is not unique. Countless people have walked this path before you, and they have faced challenges that were just as daunting, if not more so. The key to overcoming these challenges doesn't lie in simply trying harder or pushing through the pain. No. The solution lies in a shift in mindset, in understanding that you don't have to do it all alone, in realizing that you already have everything inside of you to overcome the struggles you face. The first thing you need to understand is that these struggles are not failures. They are lessons. Every challenge you face has something valuable to teach you, if only you're willing to open yourself up to it. Let's talk about some of these struggles. Maybe you've been grinding away at your job, but it feels like you're stuck in a rut. You're not getting the recognition you deserve, and your career seems to be a standstill. Or perhaps you're facing personal conflicts that seem impossible to resolve, family tensions, difficult friendships, or the constant push and pull of expectations. You feel like you've tried everything, but nothing seems to change. Maybe, like many people, you feel like you're drowning in responsibilities. It's hard to keep up with everything, and you find yourself wondering if there's even a way out of this constant cycle of stress. The emotional and social consequences of ignoring these problems are real. You might find yourself withdrawing from others, losing trust in your own abilities, and feeling more isolated and defeated. When we don't address our struggles, they don't just go away, they fester, building more walls around us. You may feel exhausted, worn down by the weight of these issues and unsure where to turn. But here's the thing. Ignoring the problem doesn't make it disappear. The longer you let it linger, the harder it becomes to confront. I know it feels like you're carrying a heavy burden, and the road ahead seems unclear. You might be feeling like no matter how hard you try, it's never enough. I want to remind you right here, right now, that you are not alone. And more importantly, you don't have to remain stuck in this cycle of stress and frustration. There are ways to break free. The wisdom passed down from older generations offers us insight into how to shift our perspective and move forward. Let's talk about a mindset shift that has the power to change everything. One of the most important lessons people who've lived through tough times often share is this: you have to embrace the discomfort if you want to grow. What does that mean? Exactly. It means that challenges are not signs that you're failing. They're signs that you're growing. The discomfort you're feeling right now is the very thing that is pushing you toward growth. When we face hard times, our instinct is often to resist them, to try to escape the pain. But what if we embraced it instead? What if we saw the obstacles as opportunities to build resilience, to learn new skills, and to become the person we've always wanted to be? Now, let's talk about practical steps to help you move from where you are to where you want to be. These steps will guide you in overcoming the personal and professional challenges that have been weighing you down. First, take a deep breath. The first step is simple but essential. Acknowledge where you are. Accept that you're facing a challenge. But know that this challenge does not define you. It's just a part of your journey. Next, let go of perfectionism. The idea that everything must be perfect before you can move forward is a myth. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to stumble along the way. What matters is that you keep going. Third, take one small action. It doesn't have to be a giant leap, just one small step forward. Whether that's sending an email you've been putting off, having a difficult conversation, or setting a clear, manageable goal. The key is to move forward, even if it's just a little bit. Momentum is powerful. And once you take that first step, the next one becomes easier. Finally, cultivate patience. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's easy to feel frustrated when things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. But remember that every small step adds up. Progress is progress, no matter how slow it feels. But here's the truth: it won't always be easy. You will face challenges, setbacks, and doubts along the way. When those moments come, and they will, don't be discouraged. Keep moving forward. You're stronger than you realize. There will be times when you question yourself, when the road feels too hard, and when you think about giving up. But don't. Trust me, those moments are temporary. The pain you feel is part of the process. It's part of building the person you need to be to achieve what you want. And if others can do it, if people much older than you, people who faced even greater hardships can persevere, so can you. Let's talk about real-life examples of people who have faced similar struggles and overcome them. Take a moment to think about someone you admire, perhaps a mentor, a family member, or even a public figure. Now, think about their journey. They didn't just get where they are by chance. They faced the same doubts, setbacks, and obstacles that you're facing right now. The difference is that they didn't give up. They kept going, even when things were tough. Just like them, you too have the ability to push past your challenges. You are capable of achieving great things. It may not happen overnight, but with patience and perseverance, you'll get there. And when you do, you'll look back and realize that every struggle was worth it. As you move forward, remember that growth is a lifelong journey. It doesn't end when you reach a certain milestone or achieve a specific goal. Personal development is an ongoing process, and you should never stop learning, growing, and improving, even when you've overcome the challenges you're facing now. New challenges will arise. The key is to continue embracing change and growth, and to never stop believing in yourself. Lastly, don't forget about self-care in the pursuit of personal growth. It's easy to burn out. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and give yourself the rest you need to recharge. Balance is key. It begins with a powerful reminder to the reader or listener that they possess the ability to change their circumstances. The phrase, "You have the power to change your life," emphasizes personal responsibility and control. It suggests that, regardless of any current challenges or feelings of being stuck, the individual is not helpless, and there is always potential for transformation. The second part, "You don't have to stay stuck," reinforces the idea that being in a difficult situation is not permanent or inevitable. The word "stuck" evokes the feeling of being trapped in a routine or mindset. But this sentence encourages the person to recognize that they can escape that feeling and move forward. The text then highlights the wisdom of those who have come before you. This is an acknowledgement of the experiences and knowledge passed down through generations, be it through culture, history, or personal experiences of mentors and predecessors. It suggests that the person can learn from the lessons, mistakes, and successes of others to guide their own decisions and path. The wisdom of those who have already walked the journey is a valuable resource that can provide insight, encouragement, and direction. Finally, the closing line. "And now, it's time for you to take action," brings everything together by urging the individual to stop contemplating and start doing. It serves as a call to action, reminding the reader that knowledge and wisdom are only useful if applied. The word "now" emphasizes the urgency and importance of immediate action. Change doesn't happen by simply thinking about it, but through tangible steps. Altogether, this message serves as a motivational push to take control of one's future, learn from the past, and take proactive steps toward personal growth and change. It is a reminder that while the power to improve one's life lies within, it is only through action that transformation becomes a reality. Let's break it down in full detail. Now, take a deep breath and commit to one small action today. The first part invites the reader to pause, breathe deeply, and reset. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of tasks or challenges we face. The instruction to take a deep breath serves as a reminder to slow down, ground yourself, and focus. It's a moment of mindfulness, helping to calm the mind and prepare for the action ahead. The phrase, "commit to one small action," emphasizes the importance of starting with a manageable step. This is an essential piece of advice for those who may be feeling stuck or unsure of how to start. Instead of committing to an overwhelming goal, the text encourages taking a bite-sized action. Small steps, when taken consistently, can lead to significant progress. The journey may not be easy, but you are capable here. The text acknowledges that the path ahead might not be smooth. Every meaningful journey, whether it's a personal goal, a career endeavor, or a creative project, often involves challenges and obstacles. The recognition of difficulty helps to set realistic expectations, so the reader is not disillusioned when things get tough. Despite this, the text assures the reader that they have the ability to overcome these challenges. You are capable. This is an affirmation of the reader's own strength, resilience, and potential. It's meant to instill confidence, reminding the individual that they possess the necessary tools, skills, or determination to navigate whatever comes their way. And the rewards, they will be worth every step. This closing statement offers a glimpse of hope and motivation. The rewards are not specified, but they could refer to the outcomes of perseverance, such as personal growth, achievement, fulfillment, or even the satisfaction of simply completing a difficult task. The phrase, "worth every step," frames the journey as a valuable experience. Regardless of its difficulty, it implies that the effort will pay off, reinforcing the idea that the struggles faced along the way are not in vain. It's a promise that the end result, whether it's a goal achieved or a lesson learned, will make all the effort worthwhile. In summary, this text combines a gentle call to action with positive reinforcement. It encourages starting small and taking manageable steps, while also acknowledging the possibility of difficulty. At the same time, it reminds the reader that they are capable and that their efforts will ultimately lead to meaningful rewards. It's a message that blends encouragement with realism, urging the reader to move forward despite challenges, knowing that the outcome will justify the journey